I'm Sammy Isidro, teaching artist here at the Honolulu Museum of Art. Now that you've had a chance to make art while thinking about value, let's see it in action around the museum's galleries. We'll look at a photograph, an oil painting, and 2 screen prints comparing how value is used in each of them. The shapes and textures visible in Franco Salmoiraghi's photographic portrait of Kumuhula Edith Kanakaole are a result of changes in value. Value has unlimited gradations or degrees of lightness or darkness. These are usually a little easier to identify in black and white or grayscale images. How many different degrees of lightness and darkness do you notice? Is this a high contrast image or a low contrast image? How can you tell? When an image or artwork has many different degrees of lightness and darkness between black and white, it is considered low contrast. A high contrast artwork, on the other hand, has very few degrees of lightness and darkness between black and white. What do the highlights and shadows tell you about the angle of the sun? What time of day might this be? The texture of surfaces and how rough or smooth they are can play a role in how we see value. Rough surfaces create more contrast between the highs and lows, while smooth surfaces can dull highlights. How many textures can you identify in this portrait? The use of value within an artwork can create depth, dimension, and movement. Look closely at Ambrose Patterson's Mount Kilauea, the House of Everlasting Fire. Where are the darkest value areas? Are these areas of the landscape the closest or the furthest away from you? What about the lightest shapes? Where do you see movement? Seeing this painting in black and white, can you still identify the areas representing active lava? Victor Vasarely and Bridget Riley are both artists connected with the op art movement, which is a mode of artistic expression interested in how the eye and brain process relationships between color, line, and shape. All these images are flat or two-dimensional, but the way these artists use value allows for the illusion or appearance of form, movement, or depth. Look closely at Vasarely's print. What starts to happen? How many gradients of blue can you identify? Vasarely creates optical illusions that seem to move with the viewer by using repeating circular shapes in varying gradients of blue with black and silver. In Flag Image, Bridget Riley uses low contrast colors with similar values to create the illusion of movement and vibration. What do you notice about the work? Consider adding a darker value line to this print. Would this change the illusion of movement for the entire artwork? Why or why not? Mahalo for joining us. As you continue exploring the elements of art, notice how value supports other elements like line, shape, and color. How will you use it in your own artwork?